I'm Douglas White. I'm a sculptor from London. Made the black palm made of exploded truck tyres and car tyres, which are all picked up on the roadsides in Central America. I'm constantly looking at new materials and sort of engaging in different ways, but I suppose I'm generally attracted to these materials that have undergone often some kind of quite violent transformation, and where they remain the thing that they were, but they've become something else as well. I'm interested in this kind of uncanny point of materiality where something is both recognizable but something unusual as well. These tyres, you know, the way they've blown out, you know, all the wire has been torn out of them, and they become these really organic, alive forms, you know, out of something that you're used to being so inert, I suppose. So I started to collect them and take them back to where I was working, and then came upon the form of the black palm. So in the jungle there, when the palms are diseased, they burn them back rather than cutting them down. So it's quite normal to be wandering in this very lush green environment and to come across these blackened forms. So the kind of form and the material came together very sort of naturally in that environment. It's interesting, that sort of series of sculptures functions quite differently depending on where it's sited. You know, like the one in the jungle feels very different to somewhere like here. I mean, it feels here, I guess, that it's been pulled out of one environment and put into another, but then equally it does sit among the other palms here. So, and the material sort of follows this odd trajectory, which kind of mirrors the trajectory of the first rubber plants and the rubber industry, and also the first palm trees that were brought over to Europe in particular during the Victorian times, and this sort of desire for exoticism. And so there's this idea of kind of material transit, I suppose, which feeds quite centrally into the kind of what the work is about, I think.